Guys, if you recall in the last video, we had just completed the village of Lothering. We did all the quests there except for one, which is make some traps for Allison, because none of our people know how to. So in this video, we're going to do some of the little extra DLC bits that they've added in for us. So we'll start off with speaking with Levi over here. Levi Dryden, he's all the way over here in the corner.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I remember Dryden's a black name. Okay, we're going to say
But Tairn daughter should be well aware that in politics things are seldom as they seem. Say what you will of my family. We're ardent Warden supporters and have been since the beginning. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Right. What promise?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Yes. Tell me.
Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. And perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me? 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Cool. Right, so I kind of misspoke a little bit in the last video where I said we couldn't go back to Lothering once we've left.
Yes.
Let's grab you.
Indeed.
Let's grab you, and I think I shall grab...
Yes.
Den as well. There we go. So, we can go back as long as we don't go to either Brixillian, Callanhad, Redcliffe or Frostback. Basically any of the main ones. So as long as we don't go to like the tower, etc., we're good. So we're gonna go to the Ban Lawrence lands first, because that's another of the DLCs. So we're pretty much gonna do 3 DLCs in one here. Take a close look. There we go. I did? Okay. Join the fray!
Danger approaches.
Hey, bro! We're coming to kill you.
Very well. I shall do it.
Go!
It shall be done.
We need to increase our stabbiness.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
It is
There's
done.
glory in bloodshed. Makes, less people float about. Turn it. Yeah, we have to wait for it to say the... There we go. Remember, there's a delay in this thing. As Elric Maragain. Moraine? A member of Cairns Honor Guard at Ostagar. Okay. Hey bro, you okay?
Thank you.
Cool.
I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
Do you mean there wasn't time?
You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
I dare say most people think the same of you and me, if not worse.
I fled the battlefield when Loghain betrayed us. I abandoned my men, and they died. And Cailan with them. He was my king, my friend, maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
It's not your fault.
I know. Even had Loghain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Cailan, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
The royal arms chest. It's where Cailan kept his father's sword, the one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with.
More than that, there was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Selene and the Orlesians. The Maker has a sense of humour, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
Why am I not surprised? Is there someone else we should be bringing back from the brink of death instead?
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there. The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Cailan's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Well, he stayed alive long enough to tell us all this, didn't he? Seemed in perfect health. So we've been there. So now we're going to go to Sulcher's Pass. So we can open up all 3 of the DLC bits. So you can see, Return to Ostagar is down the bottom now, next to Flemeth's house.
Look there! Cunning trap! Look there! It's a trap! Look there! Cunning trap!
Very well. It is begun. As you say.
Right, okay. Oh, these are a lot of traps. We're going to click on because we're going to get the XP from.
It's a trap.
Go. All that. Ah, there's the world map. That's a lot of freaking traps, though. Hey, buddy.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Yes,
Oh, no, I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
Awesome.
A Grey Warden? That's quite impressive, isn't it? My word. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out? Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it,
Where's the
however,
golem?
as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
How
Nothing.
much do you want for it?
I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
What's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. You're a Grey Warden, however. Darkspawn aren't an issue for you, are they?
Not so much.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works. Alright, well, then I really hope it works. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Awesome sauce. Right then, so we've got all three. So as you can see, down the bottom here, we've got the Honleith. That's where we can pick up Shale. Got Ostaga, where we can go pick up some bits and pieces. And then we've got Soldier's Peak. So I'm going to do Soldier's Peak first, simply for the fact that I want to unlock our storage box as soon as, so that we got some room in our inventory. Because at the moment, we're kind of like, you know, we're lugging around a bunch of stuff that our guys aren't quite leveled up enough to use yet.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Just admit it. You were lost a couple times.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. It came to me in my dreams. When I was a lad, I tried going through the tunnel by myself. Got horribly lost. But every now and again since, I've dreamt of it. I didn't want you to think I was some moon-addled simpleton. I've me wits about me, but enough of that. I'll follow you from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey!
Gotta love the banter between you people.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
Oh, what was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too.
Oh yeah, you're totally bonkers.
How's that possible? This place truly is haunted. Yes, Warden.
Lots of dead things.
What do you need?
Oh, bugger, wrong button. Not meant to turn like that. So this ancient history gives you a quest, right? You gotta find like 3 things inside the castle, and you get, you know, a special weapon.
Do not let them overwhelm us.
Looks dead, right?
It is begun.
Looks dead, yeah. Doesn't walk around dead, though. Ba-dum. Right, so... Aren't these guys meant to come alive too? See, because
These
it's
things
weird that
have
they stick
unusual
body-
powers.
Yeah, there you go.
Be wary.
I was gonna say, bodies don't just lay there like that.
As you say.
How like it's always knew which door they were gonna open, so it's coloured different.
And stay down.
It is begun. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun.
No, it's not is, it is begun. It has begun.
Very well.
Time to taste
Don't give them the advantage.
Right, you're gonna give me a sparkly because you look like you should. Level up Morrigan first. Walking bomb, thank you. Weird rocksicles on him. Into the keep.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up. I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them. Oh, well, that's kind of you to say. Generations of Dryden's have said that our stock were lions, fierce, proud, and noble. But I've gabbed enough.
Right, go to your
Lead
head,
on,
buddy.
my friend.
Statement of defence. This poster reads, on these grounds virtuous men stood against the tyrant. We stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died. It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who are besieged by King Arlen's forces. Let's read the names. Captain Milo, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartography Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colourblind, Ebinger of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason Sands Les Argonauts. Ah, Jason of the Argonauts! Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lacuna, Mad Dog Meadows, Matthias the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Malefactor, the Stretched, and Packrat Durskin. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Vitriolic Eric, Weak-Eye Santos, and Wellburn the Exhaustive Fire. Oh geez, the names these people! Their parents must have hated them.
It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it, as you say.
Frozen. Oh. Come on. Thank you.
Do not let them overwhelm us.
On the
Very well. As you say. It is begun. As you say.
You will learn to fear me.
I shall do it. As you say. Very well. It shall be done. It is over.
Pop into the kitchen. Interesting kitchen to be like that. Statement of defense, entrance, break room, kitchen. Oh. We've got a skeleton. See, this is why I like using the radial dial. Tells me when I've forgotten stuff. So, books. Archivist's book. This book is badly burned. You can make out a word here and there, and that is all.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by while...
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
I know, right? Maybe there are other
We can only hope.
These things can have unusual powers. Be wary.
Shall be done. Very well.
So be it.
Any more shinies? Sparkles! You want sparkles? No. To the second floor! Do. So this is where we gotta come for that quest that we picked up from the statue outside. A moment though. We all good?
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep obrasoth sithan net bekon. Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Keli e benfotos victos!
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
It doesn't work like that.
So much death, suffering, and oh yes, Blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What does that
What are you going to do against the demon?
Oh no, more fighting.
Alright, Sophia's a bit of a dolt, isn't she?
As you say.
We have to put a barrier on.
As you say.
That
It
big
is
fella.
begun. Very well.
Hey!
I shall do it. It shall be done.
I am your death!
It is begun.
Oh, this should be good.
The wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
She was fighting
I
for her life.
believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Da-da. Okay.
I shall do it. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun. It shall be done.
Raspberry jam. See, so these are all the DLC. Commander's quarters. Let's save just in case we make a fudge. Leo.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Why should I
Because
speak
this
with
peak
you?
is mine. This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Levy, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is
That, or
possessed.
she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Look at what that is.
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
Tell me about this deal.
The Kyun is quite clear in matters of demons. Destroy them quickly, efficiently. Enough talk.
Deal with me now, warrior, and you will thwart many of my kind. This one will explain. The soldier's peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the old mage tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons. No more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world. This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken. Yes. This one smells the sweet stench of lies
God
upon
dang
you.
it.
You seek to betray this one.
Fine, I'll do your errand, but you go first.
Your offer is accepted. Come, follow this one. Gossamer strands only stand between this world and home. Feel it? So deliciously weak here, so frail. The entire world should be as such. But this one will feed the veil, make it strong. My brethren will not make it easy. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever
Then we
be.
begin.
Yes,
No, don't talk to
as you wish.
Yes.
Very well.
See, my persuasion is all the way up. Why?
I shall do it.
Can she suddenly, like,
Most
tell
excellent.
these, like, lies and stuff? Shouldn't be able to, because my persuasion is all the way up. Yeah, just waiting for her to sort of finish the, this bit. Because then the next wave will start. Kind of killed the enemy really quick, so... Let's stand to it for the
Onslaught! Your time to go! Another battle, I see! It is begun. Now we do battle! As you say.
The last
I shall do it.
stretch.
Come, let us end this.
As you say. It is begun. It shall be done. It is begun. Now we get our hands dirty.
You performed as I expected.
Whoop, whoop. Sophia.
And it is done. Now you go and do this one's bidding. If they are invited, they will come. But they cannot sneak through like the thief at night. You rejoice. This one laments. Yes, go.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Gonna get that one. See, it's always best to do these DLCs first because it gives you the levels and stuff that you need for the main story.
The task is finished.
We have Sophia Dryden's journal. Do we really need to deal with the demon now? Tell you the man with the power.
Smells like my breakfast.
It is begun.
Vex.
Careful! I think they've seen us.
Let's have at it!
It shall be done. It shall be done. As you say. I will not.
Get the book. There appears to be old research of the Mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical
Day 32.
handwriting.
The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Yeah, we don't know what you can do. Noxious potion appears to be a combination of Avernus's horrific research. Tainted blood you drank, blah blah blah. Let's drink it. So basically it's making super soldiers out of wardens. Wait, which way did I come? Okay.
Ah, I was expecting someone, or something. Please, come in. It has been so long since I could focus, you see. But the rip in the veil has been mended. Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent? I see nothing that could stop you now, certainly not myself. To what questions, I wonder? Ask. The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it, but that can only go so far. What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more. He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on. Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tirn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped. Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable. Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close. From a warden, that means something. So tired, so old. Then you shall be my judge. When you have what you need of me, I'll accept your judgment. She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
Do you remember how that ended, right?
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile. My only regret is that it failed, and that I never had a chance to make Arland pay. Yes?
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. Ha 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 ha, and you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor. He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance. Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power. The Wardens use it merely to sense darkspawn, a triviality. My research has discovered so much more, hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
So, yeah, pretty much super soldiers then.
I have done what I must. But you shall be my judge. When you have what you need of me, I'll accept your judgment. Certainly, it seems you are done here. With the veil mended, I would seek to continue my experiments in peace. Perhaps I could advance the Warden's knowledge one last time before age claims me.
Found humane ways.
Without test subjects, without other materials, you would cripple my efforts. But I will do what I can in this endeavor. I have little hope of discovering anything useful. But if I do, you will hear of it.
Well, you're not much of a mage then if you can't rise to the challenge.
What now?
Right, so now we've got all the bits and pieces we need for that quest. Remember when I said we needed to go back to that painting? First, though, we've got to go deal with Sophia. I mean, we've already got answers for Levi. I still want to call him Levi.
This one rages! The tower still stands! The Avernus lives! This one is betrayed!
Look, you wouldn't let me lie, so I'm going to betray.
You are an oath breaker! You are scum! Now you die!
It is begun.
Alright, we'll kill Sophia. Here you go, Levy. Let's make you feel better.
Most excellent.
There you go. Your great-grandmother is definitely dead this time. Well, that does that.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
Your grandmother? Not so sure about, but you're a good man.
Well, thanks, Warden. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Any chance I could convince you to
You
stay
know
on?
I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
We do indeed. Right, let's get this. So as you can see, the painting's now glittering. So we go there. So we get the statue, that raspberry jam that was on the table, and whatever we got from the fellow on the spikes on the wall. There we go. And we've got a secret stash. Got some people to level up too. Need dexterity next. Right then, what have we got here? Let's get rid of that. Alistair, you can have that. You can have that one. What's this? Yeah, you know what? You can carry that. Hang on, what's that? Ooh. I'll leave Blight Blood for my girl. But you could probably definitely use one of the Vashils. Nope. What I'm looking at, guys, is the armor and fatigue there. If the fatigue is higher than the armor, I won't use it. So that. There you go. So now let's head back down. See what we've forgotten as well.
Do not let them overwhelm us.
It shall be done.
Wait, where did these guys get?
It shall be done, as you say. It must be done. I shall do it.
Die!
Weren't these guys dead before we went up? Don't know why they're still wandering about. So what we need to do is just head to the camp, then head back in here, because his family should have moved in by then.
is begun.
There you go. Let's arm up some people. So you can't even use that though. So never mind. That's the one we need, but 36 magic, so apparently you don't have enough. That one, and we want a knock back bolt. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Strength. Ugh. This is why we also need to go back so I can put all this stuff in here.
You and your friends are formidable
There we go. Also, we can get much better gear up at the Soldier's Peak as well.
Yes.
Indeed.
So we're going to go back to Soldier's Peak. See, everybody's moved in already. Party storage. Just going to drop that off, that off, that off. That. Put that in there and that in there. I'm going to put a potent in there, because if I get another one, I can... only going to stash 20 of these. So as you guys know, I had 2 of these to begin with of each. I've not used any yet, but I'm keeping them there just ready. Grandmaster, Master. Let's put all these bits and pieces in here. There we go. So now look at our inventory, guys. How have I still only got 5 though? Oh, these. Yeah.
Once the Dryden's were strong. We will be again one day. You?
McKenna.
You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount. Indeed, I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Okay, can I see your wares? Right, what have we got? Don't worry, these do upgrade eventually. And because I ended up at one playthrough, all of these just looking at, just seeing dragonbone everywhere, like. So I won't get it yet because all my people are kind of weak.
Warden? Give me the finest metals and materials.
Okay. So there is a sort of Easter egg of Superman floating about. Let's see what.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else. I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions, even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged, it gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
Keep looks a lot different.
King Ireland sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero. We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons and worse around here, right? Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower. Certainly.
See what bits and pieces you got. Oh, you got too potent. Recipe, recipe, recipe. Plans, plans, recipe. Grandmaster. Grandmaster. So you can't duplicate runes, unfortunately. Don't know why, but... Right then. Right then, so I'll leave this little video here for now, because we've just completely cleared out Soldier's Peak. Got ourselves that little storage box here, which comes in very handy, as you saw, because otherwise you'd be trekking around with a lot of stuff on you. You run out of room. Yeah, so you find out about Avernus endgame anyway, find out what he does. But yeah, that's Soldier's Peak. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. If you have, hit that like and subscribe button. And be sure to check out my other videos on YouTube. Details from my Twitch bio here. But yeah, in the next video then we'll be continuing with our little DLC trek. You know, prepping us up for the main story, as it were. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.